Okay, our final presentation of the day is the Servant Leader Award, and that goes to a senior who most embodies the principles and codes therein. What is this senior or this Servant Leader Award? We're all familiar with the story of our holy patron, St. Martin, the quintessential servant leader, the Roman soldier riding through the gates of Amiens on a cold winter's day, and at the gate, huddled in the frost, was a beggar in rags, shaking and near death. Martin had no coins to give, and they wouldn't have filled the need even if he had. But he had his cloak, a thick, warm military cloak. And without hesitating, he drew his sword, cut it in two, gave half to the man on the ground, filling that need. That night, Martin dreamt of Christ wearing the half cloak he had given away, of course calling to mind for all of us to see Christ in those around us, to see the need and to fill it. One subtle but notable aspect of this story is not just that dramatic gesture of cutting the cloak, but what lies behind it. Martin did not look around to see if anybody was watching or wait for someone else to take care of the situation. He didn't wait for an order from a superior. He simply saw the need and he filled it. Another way to say this is, if not me, then who? It's a phrase I've repeated often, and a philosophy that we've tried to inculcate in these boys. It's a question that in many ways defines this servant leader, and it's a question that most certainly has quietly defined this year's award winner. I say quietly because that's exactly how he's led. Not from a stage, not seeking recognition, not waiting to be asked. He's built a habit of noticing, a door that needs holding, a classmate in need of encouragement or direction, dishes that need washing, tasks that everyone assumes someone else will handle. Time and again, he's been the one that simply handles it. His attitude is not one of obligation or grudging duty. It was one of attentiveness and presence, a constant, unhurried readiness to serve, to be present, not because he was told to, but because the thing needed to be done for the good of his brothers, his family, his school, or his soul. St. Martin went on to become a beloved bishop, although reluctantly. Those who later wrote about him said that to the end of his life, he never stopped being that soldier at the gate. He never stopped seeing the person of Christ in front of him that was in need. So it is truly an honor to present this Servant Leadership Award. Bear with me. On behalf of St. Martin's Academy, and as a really proud dad, to Peter McDonald. Pete, you've demonstrated something very important. Leadership is not always loud. Sometimes simply the guy that stays behind to make sure everything else gets done. So we were blessed to have played a part in your story here, and we look forward to seeing where it goes. Congratulations and well done.